Hello, viewers. This is CD Avda Media Team once again. And then guess what? From 9i, we just came out from the airport. We actually went to have a very quick and then wonderful lunch with King Charles. So from King Charles, greetings to all Ghanaians. And then today, so far as we've landed into our own place, our own local place. Actually, the sun is scorched. Oh, Ghana be so hot. Aye. All right, so guess what? We are here at Shiashi, close to the airport. We have so many cars and the convoy that actually led us to this particular place. But okay, so then that's so nice. And then we have these wonderful things that we've set our eyes on, and we are supposed to go and then have a very quick and then wonderful interview with some people. This is a very nice and a wonderful surprise. So keep tuned to this particular channel, and then we are going to have a whole lot of fun today. Mwah, 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 mwah. Alright, so here we are with the chairman of this particular market, and then it indeed took us a very long and difficult times to find chairman. As you know, chairman for the day they are busy. Alright, so chairman, how should I even put this? Are you cool?
Yeah.
Alright, so please Melvin, what's your name, Mr.
My name is Frank Toda.
Okay.
The current chairman of the Quarshie Art and Craft Center.
Okay.
Or better still, Ayawaso Art and Craft Center.
Okay, then that's nice. All right, Chairman, we're just going to wrap up with our questions very fast. And then please for how long have this particular market been running?
This is our new location, which is just 3 years old.
Okay.
But we used to be at a place which is not very far from here. But let's say 3 years ago, we had a land litigation issue, and then the district assembly has brought us here. But the old place has started since 1990, let's say 30 years ago. Tettey Quarshie Art and Craft Center, or better still Ayawaso West Art and Craft Center, have started 30 years ago.
Okay.
And we are on record one of the oldest surviving art and craft centers in Greater Accra region.
Wow.
Why do I say this? Some years ago, we have Legion Village, Opebia, 37 area, Spinters Road, which were all art and craft centers. But due to land litigation issues, most of them are no more. Had it not been God and then the assembly listening to our plea, the Quarshie Art and Craft Market would also have been a history. We wouldn't have been in existence as I speak. But this is where we are. Now we are over 120 shops.
Wow.
Here. Yeah, over 120 shops.
That is indeed the doing of the Lord.
Yeah.
All right, Chairman, please, if I may ask, is this particular business or probably market a government-owned market, or it's a private one?
When you look at our signboard,
okay,
you see "Welcome to the Quarshie Art Market or Art Center, the pride of Ayawaso." Any art center or any craft village that is over 30 years old automatically has become a state property.
Okay.
Why do I say this? Even though we are doing business here as individual business people, but when you talk about tourism of any country, it would never be complete without the handicraft sector.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
In the past years, government has been trying to promote Ghana's tourism, which is one way of earning foreign exchange into our economy. But aside that, when tourists visit our country, after enjoying our cuisines, sleeping in our hotels, visiting our tourist sites, listening to our music, and so on and so forth, the question is, when they are going, what do they take with them?
Okay.
They send us our electronics, our cars, most of the things we use here in Africa are from the white people, the West, or the Chinese. So when they come here, they don't buy those things back with them.
Of course, yes.
But our artworks, our clothing, our batik, our kente, our leather works, our locally made foot sandals, and so on and so forth. That even sometimes we ourselves as Ghanaians, we don't patronize. They patronize them. They take them with them. They take them with. They take those things with them. The marks, the wood carving, our brass works, our paintings, and so on and so forth. So you could see the part we are playing in the tourism industry or the tourism sector. We let their monies remain here, and they can't take the tourist site with them. But the craft sector is our heritage. It's things that we have learned. Our brothers, our elder brothers learned from our forefathers, like the art of kente weaving, batik, and so on and so forth. That has been transferred to us as well.
Wow.
So we are promoting our culture and heritage. So that's what the market, is doing. So I can't say that this market belongs to us as individual business people. It's for Ghana. It's for Accra.
All right, then that's so good, Chairman. So literally you're trying to imply that all these particular beautiful handicrafts actually attract visitors.
Yes.
Oh wow, then that's nice. Yes. All right, Chairman. Please, I would like to ask. So we know Tettey to be a man of cocoa and then all these particular these agricultural stuffs. So why do you actually why is it that this particular market preferred choosing Tettey's name on this particular artworks other than probably someone different or
historically the art market is situated in the heart of the biggest roundabout in West Africa, that is Quarshie Roundabout.
Okay.
So the name Quarshie Art Market is derived from the word Quarshie Roundabout. This place is already called Quarshie Roundabout. Okay. So for the market to become marketable, we adopted the name so that even the location, we have Quarshie Art Market at Quarshie Roundabout. This is the only Quarshie Roundabout we have in West Africa, and it's the biggest.
All right. So, Chairman, please, what are some of the biggest challenges this particular market has faced, over these particular past years or nowadays?
You see, unlike the musicians who doesn't need a market to display their work, the craft center, when you take the creative art industry, we have the performing aspect of the arts. And then we have the visual aspect of it, which we are doing, the visual arts. Yeah. That includes all what you can see, you can touch, you can feel. The biggest problem we face is land issue.
Okay.
Kafra, how can an art market that is supposed to be bottom-based by government because of the kind of business we are doing? This market was situated some years ago by AMA. So being 30-something years old, then one day you'll be there and they will tell you that your market land has been sold to some private developer, sometime for that matter a Chinese. This is not politics, but this is what it has been over the years. So imagine that from nowhere one day before you get up now they say, our center has been sold to some private developer without a proper relocation plan. That is where the problem is.
Okay.
This is a government land.
Okay.
And we are citizens. We are all part and parcel of the economy because whatever you see here, we produce them here. They are not imported. Do you get my point? So if along the line, maybe government needs this whole area for a bigger development like land, like a road, let's say road. Like recently in Tema Roundabout, you could see that most of businesses went down because of the road expansion. What we expect government to do is to quickly relocate because we have other places, just like what the assembly have done, relocate the people to a different place so that they can continue their livelihood. In the long run, 120 shops. In each shop, we have like 4 people. Multiply 100 times 4. Is it not 400?
Yes, 400.
Plus their dependents. Wow. The cover in the north somewhere, the basket weaver in the north somewhere who doesn't have access to shop in Accra. If you go into some of the shop, you will see that we sell product from the northern region, from the Volta region. Those people all depend on craft markets to
Okay.
earn their living. Do you get my point?
Yeah, I
Because
understand.
tourists cannot go to their individual houses. Just like if you need food, you go to Kantamatu. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So the biggest problem we are having as an industry is location, permanent location.
Okay.
Permanent location.
That's
You know, when you go to Mokola, most of the things there are from foreign. We have market for foreign goods. What about our own goods that we produce here? Where is the market?
a little bit complicated. All right, so please, Shaman, continuing with our question, please, where do you see the Quarshie art market in the next 5 years?
Honestly, this present location, as I said, if no road project should take us, then before you come here in the next 5 years, it will be like Akramo.
Wow.
Everywhere.
Wow.
You know, this location was a Ebola. It was a refuse dump when they brought us here, and a hideout for hardened criminals. You can't fly here after 8 o'clock, but you could see.
Yeah. So it's more or less like Tettey Quarshie. So if you don't take car, they go Quarshie you.
You see, so honestly, assuming this place is still Ebola, but look at what it has turned to.
Wow.
I think it has given employment to over 400 people. Anybody who is here, some of them have their children in the university, and so in the next 5 years, this place has to be more conducive. You know, we have a hot weather, and most of our customers are tourists and high-profile business. But when they move out from their air-conditioned car like this and enter into the heat, so if there's a chance, but in the next 5 years before you come here, there will be tile everywhere, so that you will know that you have entered. How do we call it? A place like Akramo. Yes.
Yes. So in fact, Chairman, I would just compliment you on this, because whilst entering to this particular place, I guess or probably I think all the workers are very, very disciplined. Not unlike any other people around somewhere who would be touching you and stuff. They are very disciplined and calm. All right, Chairman, this is our very last question. Considering all these particular wonderful artworks, what suggestion would you make, or what indeed are you going to voice out to the government, specifically to incorporate youth into all these particular handicraft things, all these artworks, just to promote or project this particular artwork into something different?
My plea to government have always been that government have to take a second look at the craft markets or the craft centers, or better still, cultural centers, especially in the capital city. Let me do a simple calculation. If 20,000 tourists should visit Ghana a year, and each of them, let's say, is taking a minimum of 3 items, you could imagine the kind of revenue the craft centers or cultural centers generate annually for the government, and then for the individuals. Secondly, look at the number of people the art centers have taken out from the street. Assuming there's no Tettey Quarshie Art Center, there's no Accra Art Center, there's no Spinters Road, all these people, where would they have been? Do you get my point? And there's a high demand for the craft work. That's what I'm saying. Every tourist, every business person, diplomat or whatever that comes to this country, they go out with our handmade products, from clothing, from paintings, like all what we use our hand to make. So when you multiply this number of people entering the country, that is the kind of revenue the craft or art centers are generating.
Wow, that's so good. So Chairman, lastly, apart from this particular, managing this place, do you do any other thing? You have any other thing that you do?
I personally am an art student from Bando Secondary School. I started this business when I was just 19 after senior high school. and I do music as well.
Music.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, then this one they go make difficult say people go understand or people go know. You do music. So do you have your own tracks?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
can you kindly give us any freestyle or like just a freestyle so that we just go?
Oh, okay. Wake up from your slumber, African leaders. Wake up from your slumber, African leaders. Wake up from your slumber, African leaders. Hey, from your slumber, Africa. Wake up from your slumber, African leaders. Wake up from your slumber, African leaders. Wake up from your slumber, African leaders. Hey, from your slumber, Africa. Africa.
Yeah, very emotional. Wake up from your slumber, African leaders. That's so nice. All right, so thank you so much, Chairman. Thank you so much for this wonderful privilege. And then we are just hoping that in the next few years, the Lord is going to do an amazing work with you specifically. Thank you so much, Chairman. Thank you so much. All right. So thank you so much. All right, guys, right there with the chairman of this particular place, Tettey Quarshie Arts Market. And then indeed it was a very wonderful and then such a loving interview granted with this chairman. Indeed, it's a very fantastic one. Wow. He said, wake up from your slumber, African leaders. Thank you so much, this CD Abna Media team once again. And then don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and then share. We love you all. Bye bye.